All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Houston Rockets Daily. The Rockets are officially in the win count. So today, the Houston Rockets took down the Oklahoma City Thunder. And to be quite honest with you, stop listening to Twitter. This was a very solid game. We continue to own the Oklahoma City franchise. I'm sorry, but it's the way she goes. If you're new here, hit that sub button, post daily Rockets content. I appreciate everyone tuning into the stream tonight. I ended it at the halftime because Jabari wasn't having a great half, and people were just being dorks in the comment section. We'll talk about Jabari in today's video. We're going to go top to bottom down the line here as it appears on NBA. But all together, I would say that I was very impressed by almost everybody. To be quite honest with you, almost everybody, or at least all the players that are looking to be on our roster next season. So we'll start with Tari Eason because this man is an absolute beast. The fact that Houston actually drafted Tari, I haven't fully come around to it. All right, I made a video on why we should draft Tari, like I want to say last couple of weeks of May, and it sounded too good to be true. I am telling you guys, Tari Eason will, at some point in this next season, start. I don't think he'll be a day one starter because if we still have Gordon, I think they're still going to run with Gordon. Come end of the season, man, Tari Eason is going to be starting, and he's going to be feasting. Tonight, 28 minutes, 5 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown. He finished with 14 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Guys, this man's defense is impeccable. It's impeccable. Jabari and Tari's defense is, I love it, man. You know, Houston, we haven't had a good defense in a while, statistically speaking, especially. And these two guys are getting us right on the right path. I guarantee you, Tari Eason, he's going to be a good two-way player. At the very worst, Tari Eason, I think, will be like, I'm trying to think of a player similar to Jae'Sean Tate, but think of Jae'Sean Tate, right? He is a very good role player at the worst, and you know he's still young, potential still there. Tari Eason is like 5 or 6 years younger than Jae'Sean Tate. Like I think actually speaking, Tari's floor is going to be Jae'Sean Tate, which is going to be a quality starter in this league. Tari can shoot a little bit. If Tari can get to like a 40% 3-point shooter, it's over. I think he will genuinely turn into a star. I've been high on Tari for months now, and everyone else has as well. I just don't think a lot of us anticipated Tari would still be on the board at 17, and he was. We got him, and we got an absolute steal. I'm telling you, man, this guy's a workhorse. He has work ethic. He's a leader. Like, he's passionate. Tari Eason has everything you want in a player. He is outside of... I made this take on the show. I want to find the clip for years down the line, but I said, like, outside of the top 3 players, he has the most potential in the draft. And we're seeing it before our eyes. Keep in mind, though, guys, this is Summer League. So we're not going to put too much stock into anything, whether it's good, whether it's bad. We're not putting too much stock into it because it's Summer League. Guys like Trae Young suffered in Summer League, and look at Trae Young now. He's the furthest thing from suffering. Anthony Lamb, he actually had a much better game. I still don't think he'll be a part of us moving forward, but solid game. Once again, I don't want to talk too much about Anthony Lamb because I think he's going through some stuff. I don't want to talk on it. And I always do, and then whatever. Jabari Smith Jr., all right, here are his stats. 12 points, 9 rebounds, an assist, 4 steals, and 3 blocks with 3 turnovers. He shot 5 of 19 from the field, 2 of 9 from downtown. His first half was pretty tough as far as just scoring and efficiency goes. The second half was a lot better. It was much, much better, and it started with his made 3 with about a minute left in the second quarter. I am extremely impressed. First off, we'll talk about the defense in a second, but first of all, I am so impressed by Jabari taking 19 shots tonight. I know it's Summer League, and I know it sounds easier said than done, but he admitted that the nerves were there in Game 1. So I know for sure he had butterflies in his system. The thing with Jabari is this. Don't worry about his shooting numbers because he can shoot. That is one of the best parts, one of the best traits about Jabari Smith Jr. as a player, as a prospect, is his ability to shoot from anywhere on the court. Don't worry about his efficiency as far as scoring the basketball goes because it will come. It's going to come. It is going to happen. What we need Jabari to work on is handles. at shot creation. That is it. And he can still do it. He can still shot create. He's got handles, I would say, are probably the worst facet of his game. He can still create on his own. He can still get downhill. He can finish at the rim. Jabari Smith will be fine. Please stop overreacting. We're 2 games into fucking summer league. It's okay, guys. Relax. I was very impressed with his ability to, I don't remember his exact shot percentage at the first half, but it was bad. He had I think 5 points, and it was bad. And so from what he said about the last game, I was worried that maybe it would get in his head. You know, these 19-year-old kids, these kids these days, man, they live in social media. They live and breathe social media. They're on their phones all the time. And if you're a high-level player like Jabari Smith Jr., who's on his phone all the time, going on Twitter, just getting drafted, having some non-good shooting nights in the summer league, you're reading the tweets. Let's be frank. You're reading the tweets. And this is something I've critiqued. I didn't necessarily critique him on in my last video, but I said it was something we should keep an eye on because I want players who are not afraid of the moment. But considering this is his first game at this level, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt for Summer League in general. Don't worry. Do not worry. His defense tonight was phenomenal. It was quite literally phenomenal. Him and Tari's defense, tonight's game, the last game, the future, we're looking very good. We're looking very versatile on both ends of the court with these two, dare I say, future stars. Dare I say it? I'm going to say it. These 2 future stars. Jacob, I don't know why you're in here. I genuinely don't get it. The logical reasoning for why Josh Christopher's still in the Summer League right now would be to just get to that next level, and I can appreciate that. He took 17 shots tonight, finished with 19 points. It was inefficient. 19 points, got to the foul line a lot. 9 rebounds, 5 assists, which was great to see. He's a much better passer than I think a lot of us anticipated heading into his past year in his rookie season. He had a couple of turnovers, only 2, which is good because he really struggled with turning the ball over the first half of the last game. But altogether, Josh Christopher, I hope you take that leap, man. I hope he gets to that next level. I have faith in him, and he's one of those guys I would view him as a severely underrated as far as the future of the Houston Rockets go. So I'm excited to see what we get with Josh Christopher moving forward. Daishen Nix with a phenomenal game. 6 of 9 from the field, 3 of 5 from downtown. Still struggling from the free throw line, only 50% tonight. 16 points, 6 assists, and a steal. This was exactly the game you had to have. He had four turnovers, but the way he looked in his first game looked pretty out of shape, didn't really look like he was ready. Had a moment. He had an opportunity last year at the end. I was very worried because of Ty's performance in Game 1 and Daishen Nix's performance in Game 1. I was very worried that Ty is going to get that nod. Daishen Nix definitely, in my opinion, I don't want to necessarily use the word saved himself because I don't think it was that deep because it was just one game and it was in the Summer League. But this was good not only for the Houston Rockets but also just for his own morale, his own confidence, because this is a former 5-star guy. This is a very talented basketball player. He can distribute and he can defend, and this is somebody I think in a couple of years will at the very least be a credible role player off of the bench. At the very least, I think his floor is a role player, a good, efficient role player off of the bench. Ty Washington, 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 5 from downtown, struggled a little bit from 3. 9 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. I view Ty almost as like a better, more rounded Ayo Dosunmu. Dosunmu last season for the Bulls actually had a big impact, and that once we got towards the end of the season, he started getting defenses. Teams started to kind of scout him a little bit harder and started to learn a little bit more of his tendencies, and he started to struggle a little bit shooting. But I think Ty Washington, long run, is money, and he's going to see minutes next year regardless if he's the backup point guard or not. He'll see minutes at some point next season. Trey Mitchell, Trevor Hudgens can shoot the ball, man. He reminds me of Armani almost, but he reminds me of Armani, but a better passer. This is a guy I want on my G League squad. Him, Trey, Eric Coleman impressed me again. These are guys that I view as more just kind of nice pieces to have in my back pocket. That's really it for today, man. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, hit that sub button. It is getting late again. These late games, late start. I don't know how ESPN is this stupid. Actually, I guess it's not really ESPN's fault. Sorry, ESPN. That's it for today. Hit the like button, hit that sub button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Drop a comment down below, please, and I will look forward to reading them. Ciao.